Say, man, how you doing? I want to welcome you to another episode of the WarZone and tell you thank you for taking the time out to tune in. As you know, without you guys, I would not be able to do what I do. So we're going to start it off like this here. Somebody, give me my theme music.
KP on the beat.
Another Mikey exclusive.
Yeah, I already Peter Roll, James. So I'm gonna bring it back to you, Mr. Superintendent. Middle of the house. You know who it is. It's the OG. The 5-star general. Remix. Let's go.
KP on the beat.
Say, man, I called you a bitch, but you let it slide. I ain't the type of motherfucker you would fight outside. I done strapped up the heat and got the word on the street. I'm about to make it hard for you and your people to eat. Milling out some of the truth when it comes to this shit. And for 12 long years, I've been keeping it lit. I woke up one morning and they hired a hoe to even fuck with me, homie. You just minimalist. You got scheme after scheme. That's why I keep on preaching. Got a certified plan. The fuck our teachers, then you gon' fuck our kids and close our schools. Since you invest in motherfucker, invest in the tools. Say you a country boy partner that's running this mile, and you a straight little bitch. We running you out. You disrespected a legend. Know what I'm talking about. And when you disrespect our kids, you disrespecting the side. I said it before. I smell it. The first thing you think you do. Remix. Come on. Remix. That's right.
Say, that's my theme music.
House, you a bitch. I said it before. I smell pussy. The first day you think you do. Remix. Come on. Remix. Millie House. Say, man, this the way you. What you do with that? You wouldn't hide your homeboy. That's a team of hoes. If you feel about it, homie, make it do what it do. Since you the pussy in the building, cool, stay fucking you. Say, man, the boy and shit. They let you make. They getting money under the table. They fronting and faking. And your overall assignment is the death of their us. I called your ass out because I don't give a fuck. Since you called me out, nigga, what you waiting on? I slap your ass like Will Smith and see you get black ass home. It escalated real fast with the games with the shit that you do and the lies and shit. 1 minute you got a budget, you ain't got nothing. You scared to come to the hood because we know that you stuck. You see, I called you a bitch and I'm 10 toes down. Find a way, motherfucker. Welcome the H times. Milling house, you a bitch. I said it before. I smell pussy the first day you came to me. Don't remix, come on, remix. Come on, that's right. Milling house, you a bitch. I said it before. I smell pussy the first day you came to me. Remix, remix. That's right.
Say, man, I want to welcome you to the show, and I had to crank it up with my theme music, the remix to the song that set it all off, Mr. Superintendent. I want you to push the share button on your video because we going to sit here and we going to talk a little bit. As you know, they removed the principal at Yates, but this is bigger than the principal at Yates. They're trying to decimate black education in the city of Houston. So that means if your school is predominantly black, you're a target. Don't get it twisted. You're a target. Now, I was reminded of something tonight by a good friend of mine. A matter of fact, a WarZone alumni, Big Dog, that he say he go around and he tell people that Monroe's always said something, that if you can prove that I'm lying, I'll walk away from the game. In 14 years, nobody's been able to call me a lie. Nobody's been able to prove that I've lied because there's no need for me to lie. I tell the truth and I put the information out. But this is bigger than just putting information out. This is about a strategic, since Mr. House liked to call his plan strategic. This is a strategic plan to get rid of Millard House. Now, the good thing about all of that is it has to be done. There's no way around it. It has to be done. He's not good for education. He's not good for anybody's children. You disrespect regular ed kids just as well as special ed kids. That's obvious from what you were trying to do at T.H. Rogers, which was serve them up to TEA. And then you move special ed kids into Harper DAEP. You know, you're bringing special ed kids around convicted felons, you know, violent kids. I mean, come on, dude, that don't make sense. But we can either continue to play this game, or either the trustees have to step up to the plate and admit that a mistake was made and they need to hire somebody else. Well, that would require, if they bought him out, they'd have to pay him off and then hire somebody. And then they would probably be paying, you know, somebody on top of them paying him off. But it don't have to be that. You can get an intern, just like you did Grenita. You could put an intern in there and ride the intern out for a fraction of the cost, and then get this dude up out of here before he destroys education across the board. He's in bed with TEA. And a lot of people like, yeah, let him take over the district. You know, some days that's what you want. Some days you don't understand what you ask for. But you don't say let them take over the district when they're already in bed with the superintendent to take over the district. So there's something heinous about the plan for them to take over the district. And I'm going to tell you what it's going to be. They're going to decimate Black education. They want to privatize everything. You feel what I'm saying? And you got school choice. You know, kid can go any way he want, but they want to privatize this thing. And you got to also remember that the Houston Independent School District is not in the kid business. They're in the real estate business. So they will definitely take our buildings and give them the charter schools and turn them into charter schools. Well, since it's a strategic plan and we're now at war, we have to publicly identify the people that are coming for us. And they're coming for us like a wolf in sheep's clothing. So let's go in here and let's identify the wolf. Hold on a second. That's the wrong thing. Okay, let's stop this. Okay, let's go back. Let's stop this for a second. And let's identify the wolf. Okay, hold on a second. We'll identify him. I'm going to identify the wolf in sheep clothing because somebody has to do the dirty work for Millard. They have to do the dirty work. So let's go here. Let's go in here. Bear with me. I'm pulling it up because we got to identify the enemy. We have to identify the enemy. Okay. Let's back up. Let's go here. Let's get out of here. So we have to identify the enemy. Okay, so that would be, let's go here. Bear with me for a second. I'm finna put the enemy up. Let's go. All right, so we're going to identify the people that are out to decimate public education. And when I say public education, I mean Black public education in the city of Houston. So let's identify the enemy. As you can see, I'm going to share this screen. Hold on. Let's make sure we got the right one. Okay, so let's identify the enemy. Okay, if you guys can see that, you see 4 different pictures on the screen. On the top, you see Superintendent Millard House II. At the bottom, you see Rick Cruz, Deputy Superintendent, Giovanni Ponce, Area Superintendent, and Yolanda Rodriguez, Area Superintendent. All of these people are House's henchmen. All of these people are the ones that have to do the dirty work. And these people will walk into our schools or have you come to meetings and try to make you believe that they're working in the best interests of our children. And in all actuality, they are not. I was able to talk to a teacher at Yates today who verified what I already knew, that the program that she runs, has had no funding. The principal has tried to get the funding, and every time they get close, HISD takes it away. This particular person has been around the district for many, many moons, and they know exactly how this works. So the thing about it is these henchmen that House has, these three individuals, and honestly, House doesn't run the district. Rick Cruz runs the district every single day. Millard, that's why Millard House cannot answer a question. When he's asked questions in the board meetings, he can't answer the questions because he does not run the day-to-day. So we're paying this man $400,000 a year, and he doesn't even know what the hell is going on in this school district. Well, he had to know what was going on at Yates because it was all a part of what he needed to do. See, Millard House has a history of closing schools. That's something y'all didn't know. He has a history of closing schools. So which schools you think he would want to close first? The whites, the Latinos, the blacks, which one? You already know. COVID money. I want y'all to listen closely because Millard, I'm not taking no days off. None. 1.4 billion in COVID relief funds that should have gone to the school level, most of it, to help close the achievement gap and the loss of learning that was incurred due to the pandemic. No money has made it to the school level. Now, if you remember, they wasn't going to even get a teacher's a raise. So no money has made it to the school level. 1.4 billion in federal, you notice how I say that word, federal COVID money. You notice I'm smiling because it's things that I know, Millard. It's things that I know that positions have been created for people with federal COVID money that never even reported to work. Can you explain that to us, Millard? I want you to get with your team, and I want you to scramble over the holidays to figure it out. I want you to scramble. And I'm going to use one school as an example. Let's use Worthing High School. Did you not have a man that was being paid with COVID federal money that never reported for a day of work? And then you had to pull him out of the system because people were getting hip to it. I ain't going to tell you the rest of them I know. But I know you got a problem now. You got a major problem. And here's my thing. Well, the district didn't know. Yes, you did. I have verifiable proof that you knew, and you did nothing about it. Federal COVID money. Federal COVID money. Notice how I say that? Federal COVID money. Falsifying the timesheets in regards to that. Whole bunch of laws have been violated. See, let me explain something to you, Millard. You might want to leave before you get in a world of trouble down here. See, because I don't like you. Whether it's business-wise or personal-wise, I don't like you. And it doesn't behoove me to help you get sent to jail. And if not you, somebody very, very close to you. because your district knew what was going on. So here's my question to you. How long you want to stay down here before you end up in a set of handcuffs, nigga? How long you want to stay down here? Like, you notice I'm not being mean. I'm being assertive, but I'm not being mean, Millard. But how long you want to stay down here before you end up in jail, man? See, because the same way you like to do it at the school level is the same way I like to do it when I come for y'all. So you're going to hold the principals accountable for bullshit. So basically, the shit rolls uphill at the school level. So I'm going to make sure that shit roll all the way to your front door of your office. Say, man, I don't know if you think I'm bluffing, but you might want to go up in there and talk to legal. Get with your legal people to find out if I am bluffing. Don't let Cruz talk you out of it. Because you might be gone for a little minute. Maybe not a long time, but you're going to be gone for a little minute. I'm going to destroy your career. But you're not going to make it out of here if you think you're going to stay and what you plan on doing to our schools. So which schools are in danger from this four-headed monster? They're going to tell you that you are not. But I am going to tell you that you are. And I'll make the agreement again right here, right now, 14 years later. If you can prove I'm lying, I'll walk away from the game. I'm going to tell you which schools, especially at the high school level, are in danger. See, in District 9, no, District 4, that's my feeder pattern. You're getting ready to attack Blackshear, Cullen, and Yates. That's the whole damn feeder pattern, technically. You're getting ready to attack the whole goddamn feeder pattern. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Let's go down Scott Street. Let's go down. So you got Yates and Cullen on your list. You got Worthing. Let's slide on over to 9. Let's slide over. Madison's on your list too. Look like a brand new charter school to me. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's look at Wheatley. Let's look at Cashmere. Let's look at North Forest. So the fakeness with your RISE program, that shit don't mean nothing, y'all. The support and the money, what they're doing is not enough because they took the COVID money that should have been spent to help these schools struggling, and they've spent it on their friends in the central office. They've spent it on people that have never set foot on a campus and never punched the clock. You were playing with the federal COVID money. Cashmere. Want me to keep going? Yeah. You got a cold plan, dude. But I tell you what you ain't bank on. One, we need national exposure on this thing. We need national exposure. So what I did is I called my man. And I told him what was going on. Well, I texted him. I told him what was going on. Pretty long texts I had to send to him. He asked me what the plan was. And I told him I need him here. I need national exposure on what this school district is doing to these black schools. So my man agreed to come. Roland Martin will do his show from Houston, January 12th, to help us gain the national exposure of the plot to destroy black education. And he will also speak at the board meeting. So now we got national exposure. You're finna have a major problem because all I need to do is unload this federal shit live. Ooh, man, you finna have a problem, man. Let me try this again. What day do you plan on leaving Houston, homie? Go up in there and tell them people you want to resign. Go up in there and tell them people you want to resign. But I think we should look at this from a different perspective. I have a decent relationship with trustees, so I'm going to talk to them right now. The ones that are willing to listen, there's 9 of y'all. You have the power to shift the paradigm in the Houston Independent School District. Those of you that were on the school board that voted for this man who was found by Hollyville II and son, if I lie and you can prove it, I walk away from the game. You made a mistake with this dude. And now you guys are even in danger. It's time to get him out of here. Who gives a damn if TEA is angered? Who gives a damn if TEA doesn't like the fact that you would buy him out if he does not want to resign? I don't care who doesn't like it. I think it's time for you people to do what the voters asked you to do. Out of all things, every person that voted for one of you 9 trustees asked for the same thing, every last one of us, for you to have a backbone. You know that this man is tearing the school district up. So if you think that you're Latino and your kids are safe, no, they're not. No, they're not. He's already shown you in the white community that you're not safe. No, you're not. And now he's finna shift over to the black community. It's time for Millard House to go. We played his game. He's reading off of an iPad because he doesn't know jack shit. Now, here's the thing. We getting ready to apply maximum pressure. And nobody is safe when we apply maximum pressure. So let me go up in here and let me find another picture for you. All right? Let me find another picture for you. Let's go here. I want to find another picture for you. Bear with me for just a second. Let's go in here. I want yeah, that's the one I want. Right there. Okay. So I'm going to put up another picture. And I want you to understand that when we start applying maximum pressure, with no violence involved, but just applying maximum pressure, we are going to apply pressure in several different places. And the first place we're going to apply it is here. Nobody is safe when we start applying this pressure. So unless your wife can figure out how to change the Constitution of the United States, expect a protest in front of her job. I don't know why she would have to work if you're making $400,000 a year. You guys hold on a second. I don't know why she would have to work if you're making $400,000 a year. You really don't have any bills because on top of your $400,000, you got $4,000 a month or whatever you got for housing allowance. You don't pay a mortgage. You don't pay rent. You don't pay anything. You even have cars that you don't drive. And you got a $2,000 a month or whatever car allowance. This is an iPhone, Millard. This is an iPhone. My bill is not $2,000 a month, but you have a $2,000 phone stipend. Yes, Millard, you winning. So when we apply maximum pressure, we're going to apply it there first. And then we're going to go to her job. We're going to protest her. So go on and tell her bosses so they can get ready because it can't stop us. Then we're going to come to your job. And then I'm going to hit your sweet spot. Your sweet spot. You know what that is? Carnegie High School. We're going to apply maximum pressure. And then, because I know who gave me this assignment, Millard, and I want you to see me. We come into God's house last. Willa Avenue Baptist Church. The same way we surrounded that church in 5th Ward, I'm finna fuck up the church's money, homie. So my thing is this. You can't go around me. You can no longer meet with our people. And anybody you meet with that's outside of this group does not speak to us. They don't speak for us. No, they don't speak for us. Let's get it straight. I know about your little shaded meeting the other day. Yeah, I know everything. There's no one thing. We jackass lines. We pushed all the differences aside, big homie. We pushed them all aside. Hold on a second. Why am I? Okay. We done pushed them all aside. Hold on. Sure. I'm checking something, so bear with me. Okay. Okay. Let's make sure. Okay. Okay. Let's see what the problem is. Hold on a second, y'all. There we go. My computer had got a little dark on me. So, we coming to your job. We coming to your wife's job. We're going to Carnegie High School. And we coming to your place of worship. Somebody better get to Pastor Cosby and he better call me. And I don't give a damn how many cops you got out there. They can't stop us from protesting, brother. Get on the phone. Because the devil done got inside of me. See, you came for the wrong school. We didn't have principals before that had to be removed. We're not beyond that. But see, what you did to ours is you clowns attacked our principal. And you attacked her character through the media. You posted her picture all over the media like she was a criminal, like she had stole something, like y'all trying to insinuate on the slick. But she didn't steal nothing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, she too scary to steal anything. More importantly, she's too honest. Then you had people thinking that she did something to especially a kid. That's not true. But you put her out there, so it's time for me to put y'all out there. It's time for me to put y'all out there. And I'm gonna be honest with you, big dog. If you go to jail, I don't give a damn Millard off. You'll never figure out what I got. It's like who shot JR? You'll never know where this stuff coming from. But trust me, it's coming in by the droves. So I'm not taking no days off this holiday. I'm on your ass every single day. And as far as your little clown friends, let me double check something. As far as your little clown friends, let's put the screen up. Let me make sure people can see who the enemy is. If these people are coming to your schools, they don't mean your children or your school any good. Rick Cruz, Giovanni Ponce, and Yolanda Rodriguez. So let me tell you how they're going to work. I think I'll knock all four of y'all out at one time. A lot of people like, man, you blowing smoke. Well, you ain't been watching me for 14 years because I don't blow smoke. You ain't been watching me for 14 years because if I say I'm going to get them, I'm going to get them. But I'm going to get you legally, and I'm going to put you in a position where you're going to think you young thug, Millard, all them people under you going to take a deal. Federal COVID money. You should have thought twice on this one, dude. So now guess what I get to do, Millard? I get to flex my muscles now. You sat in my gym, and that was a sign of disrespect to sit in the gym while they were wrongfully firing our principal. So now I'm going to flex my muscle. And let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. So what I want you to do is I want you to get with legal over the holidays. And I want you to see if you could clean up all your shit in your schools before you come back. But the problem is you can't. The problem is some people before they left, and I'm not talking about Guillory, other people copied their files. And guess who got them now? I got them. So last time I'm gonna ask this question, I know you're probably out there and you're looking at that screen with a face that is so aggravated right now, Millard House. Because ain't nothing you can do to stop me now. I gave you a mandate. I gave you a time frame. You missed your window. Oh, and by the way, we coming full throttle. Those special ed parents from T.H. Rogers, they became my best friends. Some of them in the last 48 hours. Man, I'm finna tear your ass up, boy. So just remember that. Don't never think that you're smarter than me. Never. So I'm gonna end this thing with my theme song. Hold on. I want to end it with my theme song.
Mr. Superintendent, you a hoe. Mr. Superintendent, you gotta go. Mr. Superintendent, you think a nigga don't know? Oh no. Mr. Superintendent, you a hoe. Mr. Superintendent, you gotta go. Mr. Superintendent, you think a nigga don't know? Mr. Superintendent, I got a bone to pick. My mind started clicking, you's a straight up bitch. I sat back for a second and peeped your game, ho. Smell my cologne, bitch, remember my name. It's the 5 in front of the star, Monroe. I smell pussy the first day you came through the door. And now you wanna fuck our kids, fuck yours and your motherfucking wife and your side piece hoe. You still wanna fight, nigga, bring it. Cause I'm gonna hum with the Glock and had them hollow points singing. You wanna play tough, nigga, keep on flexing. See, I'll slap your ass, bitch, straight out of Texas. Take your schemes, your team, and get the fuck on nine. If you stay a little bitch, you better watch your mouth. You think I'm all talk, but you ain't getting no pass. Let's have a conversation, ho, with my foot in your ass. Mr. Superintendent, you a hoe. Mr. Superintendent, you gotta go. Mr. Superintendent, you think a nigga don't know? Oh no. Mr. Superintendent, you a hoe. Mr. Superintendent, you gotta go. Mr. Superintendent, you think a nigga don't know? Oh no. Let's slide to the trustees. For a second, every board meeting, you suckers, you stay living reckless. Nothing but some yes girls and one yes boy. You're tougher than a bitch, surrounded by laws. Miss Board President, I'll get you at the polls, and you ain't getting no votes from none of my Negroes. Take your side piece, she going with you. I wipe out the whole cabinet when I get through. I still can't believe that you hide this bum. Let's send this bitch back where the fuck it come from. That's right. You can't do a budget, you can't educate, and your words ain't lining up because they carry no weight. Matter of fact, you on a guinea pig mission, and I'm gonna line it up just because this nigga tripping. You came to get the bag, then you raising them up. You didn't know that you the pussy that we planning to fuck, nigga. Mr. Superintendent, you a hoe. Mr. Superintendent, you gotta go. Mr. Superintendent, you think a nigga don't know? Oh no.